factors to be considered while choosing a research topic. But then before we go into the topic, the question is, what is research? Research can be defined as a systematic investigation aimed at knowledge acquisition or preferring a solution to a problem. So, in other words, research is not just gathering of information, and also it's scientific in nature because there are procedures. It's not just something that anything goes. There are certain steps, and it has to do with observation, gathering of data, and all that. So those attributes makes it a bit scientific. Now, choosing a topic for research is one of the most crucial aspects of the whole thing, aspect of research. So, what are those factors to be considered? What are those things we put under consideration? We look, okay, we say this is one of the things I'm considering before choosing a particular topic. What are those things that will narrow guide us, so to say, on the topic to choose? Some of the factors to consider when choosing a research topic include: 1. Interest. You choose a topic that you know you can do, and you don't do something you don't have interest in, because even from the beginning you will it will scatter. You will lose there's no need of saying you will lose interest because you don't even have interest in it to begin with. So you choose something that you have interest in, because that your interest will be a kind of lubricant to to push you through the rough or the hard times while conducting your research, because your mind is there. But when your mind is not there, any little thing you can just close it up, and that's the end. So you choose a topic that you have, or choose from where your interest lies. Number 2 is narrowing your topic. Now let's assume that your interest is in education. Yes. Now, education is too broad for you to start researching on education. Probably you just have to narrow it down to maybe formal education, or informal, or primary aspect, secondary, tertiary, or you look at the challenges facing education or formal education in Nigeria. So you have to break it down, because if you say you have interest in research and you want to you have interest in education and you want to conduct a research in education, ah it will be voluminous, it will be much. So but then when you narrow down your topic to probably problems facing or problems, or when narrow down your topic to examination malpractice in Nigeria, that's part of education, yes. So you have to research on that. So but then you don't just carry it without narrowing it down to a particular thing, so that it will be easy for you to what work on. Number 3. Now let's assume that you have found your interest. I'm just using education as an example, and your interest is in education, and you have been able to narrow it down to examination malpractice. Now we have identified number 1 to be interest, number 2 to be narrowing down your topic. Now number 3 is background research on the topic. You have to know the equipment you'll be needing for that research. You have to highlight the steps you follow for the research. So you have to do a background research to know what you'll be needing for this particular topic you are researching on. The equipment and other things the information you'll be needing for that research topic. So you have to do a background. That's why it is called a background research. It's not the main research. You are not researching on the topic properly, but then you are just doing a background research to find out things that you'll be needing for your main work. So number 4 is resources. when you have when you might have done the background research, you should be able to find out the things you need for the research. Now you look at what you consider resources. Resources include the source of information, material resources, and other forms of what resources that you'll be needing. You put all these things into what consideration so that you don't go and research on something that you know you cannot carry. You know that you don't have the resources on ground to achieve your goal. So you should be able to consider your resources. If there are enough resources to carry out this research on a particular thing, or there are no resources for it. So the next one is relevance or significance. Now on resources, you don't go and carry what you know that you don't have enough resources to establish. So you don't go and carry it backing everything up with motivational quotes that you have to aspire to aspire so you can inspire. My dear, on the way you're gonna aspire without even getting to your destination. So you have to consider your resources. The next thing to consider is significance. The next factor is significance or relevance of your topic. You research, the reason why we do research is to find a solution or to acquire knowledge. So you look at the significance of that topic you are researching on. Don't go and research for something that will be meaningless at that time. Let's assume with the cash issue in Nigeria, we are now going to research about something else. You research on something that people can identify with, something that can add value. So the significance of your topic also matters when you are choosing topics, so that you don't go and research something that would be empty before your. So in significance, you look at the relevance of your topic. In other words, you look at the present problem and try to find a solution to it. So when there's a problem on ground and you are researching on the solution, definitely it will be very significant if you present it to the people. But then when you go and pick something that doesn't have value, or a topic that it may have value, but at that present time it doesn't have value before the public, it will be to some it will be as good as you not picking anything. So the significance of that your topic matters also. Another one on our list is supervisor's guide. So any topic you choose should be approved by your supervisor. So you don't choose it, or you don't go against your supervisor. He or she is your supervisor. In other words, he's the one guiding you. So you don't go and act outside your supervisor's guidance. So your supervisor's guide is also one of the things you consider while choosing a research topic. In other words, the topic you are researching on should be the one that your supervisor approves for you. Also, before you choose a topic, you should be able to expose yourself to other topics, even areas of interest. So the reason for this is that you don't start your research on a particular topic and maybe while conducting the research you find out another topic again. You feel like this topic should have been better than you now having this confusion, so to say, if to jump from what you are doing already to this other one. So in other words, you expose yourself to different topics to different areas of interest, so that at the end of the day, anyone you pick, you know that you have been able to carry out. So the reason why you have to look into other topics on other areas before picking out your own topic is because when you eventually check out every other topic and pick out the one you want to research on, you'll be satisfied that at least you have done a total look around. You have looked around, and this is the best for you. Also, time is another factor to consider when choosing a research topic. You look at the time frame, what you can be able to achieve within this period of time. So you don't go and pack up things you know deep down in your inside, you know that you cannot be able to achieve this thing within this period of time. So you don't pack up things you cannot be able to achieve. In other words, you consider your time while choosing a research topic. So, ladies and gentlemen, I've been able to point out some of the factors. One, interest. Two, narrowing down your topic. Number three, significance. Significance in the sense that you have to choose a topic that is that people can identify with. So this is where you ask yourself, what am I researching on? Who will benefit from this? Will this add value? So you also look at the resources, the supervisor's guide, and time also. So these are the things. There are many other factors, but these are some of the factors to consider while choosing a research topic. Thank you.